We want to give an update to the story with Hannah Payne and Kenneth Herring. Now, we reported that Kenneth Herring was in a accident and he decided to leave the scene, and Hannah Payne decided to go after him, block him in, got out of her car with her gun and started with him, ended up shooting and killing his brother. But I want you to hear the details that came out as of recent. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
She proceeded to chase Mr. Herring westbound on Forest Parkway.
A detective testified 21-year-old Hannah Payne defied a 911 dispatcher's directive to stay at a hit-and-run scene and not follow 62-year-old Kenneth Herring. Police say Payne caught up to Herring at Riverdale Road and Forest Parkway and blocked him in. A witness told me he saw Payne attacking Herring.
Because she was in the window punching him and trying to grab him and pull him out the car.
Then he heard a shot. Police say Payne shot and killed Herring. This is video the witness shot of Payne changing clothes after the shooting. Payne cried during most of the hearing. Herring's wife thinks she knows why.
She probably don't want to go to prison. I wouldn't want to go to prison for murder either. So I probably would be crying also.
Payne's attorney says Herring was the aggressor that day, punching and ripping Payne's shirt. He questioned if Payne punched Herring.
Were there any marks on his face?
No.
Being hit?
Prosecutors say Payne was the aggressor and this wasn't self-defense.
She's using deadly force, Judge. She wasn't faced with deadly force.
Herring's wife was happy the judge found probable cause to move the case forward.
And I believe she's going to be found guilty because everything points to her.
As more details have came out, the 911 operator told Hannah to stay exactly where she's at. Don't go over there chasing behind him. She ignored the 911 call, just like George Zimmerman, decided to go after Kenneth Herring, just like George Zimmerman went after Trayvon Martin after they told him to stay put, and got into a confrontation with this brother and ended up killing him, just like George Zimmerman. It's literally the same thing all over again. Now, we know George Zimmerman got off with that, but this situation in Georgia, she should not get off with this. It wasn't no self-defense. He was inside his car. You went over there and blocked him in. You jumped out there with that gun. You kill him, and then you want to change your clothes before the police show up. What were you trying to do? Hide evidence? And did you see her, all those crocodile tears she's crying? Let me tell you something. If you would ask, some of you would actually talk to white men about people like Hannah, they'll tell you that that's all the game they play, and that's all manipulation and deceit. That those tears, they're great at turning on the waterworks better than anyone else, people like Hannah, and they get their face all red and puffy and all the tears will flow. But her tears wasn't flowing when she jumped out that car. Her tears weren't flowing when she shot that brother like that. They wasn't flowing then. They wasn't flowing when she was changing those clothes. So don't be up here crying now, Hannah. You know what you did. You decided to go kill that particular man that day, and now you need to deal with the consequences of that. You need to be convicted. And the people in the city of Atlanta, in that area, you need to pay close attention to this case, because this is your George Zimmerman case right there in your backyard. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story. We'll keep an eye on this one for any new developments, but this woman needs to go to jail.